Some days you won't feel like training, but you need to train anyways. Your body will be aching and you will be in pain and you will not feel the motivation to go and get your work in, get your road work in, get your shadow boxing in, get your pad work in, get your bag work in, whatever it is. You won't feel like doing it, but it's important that you do it anyways. This is the 5-step method that I use to train when I don't feel like it. It follows a simple, very simple pattern, right? It goes journal, reflect, start, push, reflect. It's very simple, five steps, okay? You want to journal, reflect, start, push, reflect. You don't understand what that means right now, but by the end of this video, you will, okay? Now, before we even begin this 5-step method, we need to understand what our tools are. Well, we've got physical stimulants like caffeine, beta-alanine, whatever, pre-workout, right? We've got our teammates for motivation, and we've got ourselves. Those are the 3 tools that you have, okay? You got stimulants, you've got your teammates, your allies, right? Your team, and you've got yourself. Well, let's say you're not gonna take any stimulants, okay? But you're down to 2 options, right? You've got your allies, your friends for motivation, and you've got yourself. Let's say you're training alone. You don't have anybody to come train with you, which that's gonna be the majority of the time, right? Well, you've got yourself, and that's it. How do you make yourself train when all you've got as a tool is yourself? You use this simple method. Step 1, journal, all right? What I mean by journal is think about how you're feeling right now and write it down. You need to physically write this down. This is important. If you don't physically write this down, it will not work. You need to physically write down exactly how you're feeling and explain exactly what's hurting. Is your shoulder hurting? Are your legs hurting? Are you just sore? Are you just lacking energy? What is it that you are currently feeling? At least 5 to 6 sentences, all right? It's 7th grade level. You can write 5 to 6 sentences. Once you've done that, you need to give it 5 minutes, return to your note that you wrote, and read it. Read it out loud, okay? Read exactly what it says and reflect upon it. How do these feelings and how I am currently feeling my physical sensations, how does that limit my training? Chances are it very minimally does, or it doesn't at all, okay? Now that you understand that you're not being physically limited by anything, you can just start. What I mean by just start is do the easiest thing, right? Do the easiest, closest, fastest thing you can that'll bring you closer to being in that hard training mode. For me, that would be just putting on my shoes, getting ready to go to the place that I train, right? Go to the Muay Thai gym, go wherever, all right? After you've put on your shoes, you can muster up the motivation to get a pre-workout meal, pre-training meal, or, you know, a glass of water, something. Leave your room, right? And once you've done that, you can motivate yourself to maybe actually go to the place that you're training. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. You've now arrived to the place where you train. We're not training. We've arrived. Okay, well, I can flow a little bit. I can warm up, you know, get some blood flowing in my muscles and my joints, right? Okay, I've done that. Now, I mean, I'm literally this close. Why don't I get some real fucking training in? Now you can get the work that you had planned to do in. Okay, that leads us to step number 4. Once you've started, right? We went journal, reflect, start, push. You need to push yourself as hard as possible during this training, okay? You're already in the flow, you're already here. Fuck it, you can't half-ass this, right? You need to just say, fuck it, let's go, let's ball. you push yourself as hard as fucking possible. Whatever you don't feel like doing, let's say your legs are hurting, you don't want to kick, you do 100 kicks each side over and over and over again. Push yourself as hard as you possibly can. Once the training's over, you need to journal again, right? You need to think about how you felt while you were training. What are the physical sensations that, let's say, negatively impacted you or positively impacted you? And was it really as difficult as you thought it was going to be? Chances are it wasn't. Once you've journaled about how you felt, you can use that new piece of paper, that new journal that you wrote about how the training was easy, or if it was hard, you can use it as, it was hard but I did it anyways, right? And you can now use that journal as motivation for the next time that you don't feel like training. And it's like an asset. It's like buying a house. You can always use that house or that area of land whenever it's necessary. Just pull it right back out, right? Now you've got this motivation investment forever. And every time you don't feel like training, you look back at it and you start again. You journal about how you currently feel, then you reflect upon it, and you start. Then you train hard, and then you reflect upon it again. And you keep that reflection and you use it. And it'll bring you more reward over time. The more journals you have, the more reward it will give you. All right? That's what I do every time I train and I need it. This journal right here, it's full of times that I didn't feel like training, and I wrote it down, and I used this method to motivate myself to go to the gym. And now I've got this infinite storage of motivation just always with me, ready to push me as hard as possible. If you found value in this content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.